Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel, and today is International Case Day. Me and Ronnie are here hanging out. It's been raining, so he's wiping his wet fur on me, which I always love, but he loves the attention. So, replay crew, awesome to see you. You are a great part of what makes this channel work, so thank you very much for that. So I want to give it just a few minutes for some people to come in before we start. I've talked about, hey Pam, baby, you're looking good and green. So if this time is good for those in the US, then I'll try and do this time about 3 or 4 times a week. And we will focus on a different part of the US or international places. Pam says she's going to be right back, and then she says she's rolling on the floor laughing, so I'm not quite sure what's going on with you, Pam. Good to see you, babe. So a while ago I actually entered or showed you guys, if I can share it, the wheel of places. So even though it's making me a liar, I actually did spin this wheel and it ended on New Mexico. So that's where we're going to have a look at cases today, New Mexico. And then at the end of the stream, we will hit it again, give it a spin and see where it lands. And then we will look at that place. So I have edited or put in all the 50 states of the USA. I've put some other countries in there. If you guys think of something and you can see that I've missed, let me know and I can put that in there too. So I'll show you how it rolls because it's pretty damn cool actually. Woohoo! Spinning the wheel of names of places. So yeah, there you go. That's what it looks like. So, oh, and it gives some, yay! So that's what's happening today. All right. So also, when we spin the wheel at the end and we find out where we're going to go and look, you guys can send me cases that you can find and that sort of thing. So one of the things that I found very early looking at New Mexico was this, and I will get rid of the wheel. This is what I found when I looked at New Mexico. Missing and Exploited Children, the National Center, has this page of children missing in New Mexico. And it just blew my mind. Absolutely blew my mind. There are so many kids on here. I don't even know how to start, really. I thought that would just take a moment to look at a few of them, and then perhaps after that we could look at some stories in more depth. But I wanted to just have a look at some of these names. Hey voices, good to see you. But as you can see, if you look at the amount of children, and there's another page. Oh shit, the music. Forgot about the music. Thanks, voices. So, as I was saying, it's still going. What the fuck? Oh my god. All right, I think we've got it sorted. Right. This is insane, the amount of children that are missing just from New Mexico. We've got Zavrin Trotter missing since February 2023. Raina, 17, missing from Roswell in 2022. Over here, Elizabeth Bustinza. I wonder if it gives you information about these children. We'll have a look. Okay, so they don't have a lot of information. Like there's no details of what is happening. Yeah, but we'll maybe look into that. Nathan Lales, 16. Destiny from Edgewood, New Mexico, 14. This is shocking. Cindy would now be 30 because she went missing in 2012. This is just sad. Carolyn Teague, missing since 2002. She would now be 25. Oh, look at this one. Hey, Grandma. Skylar Marburger. She would be 27 now. She went missing in 1995. It's so sad, right? So sad. So then what I also got, if I can get the right place up, show you this. So this is what I found. The missing persons DPS state, New Mexico, US. So I don't know if they all states have this type of thing, but this is quite interesting. Pam said, my half-brother raised his kids in Albuquerque, but now lives in Oklahoma, and my half-sister raised her boys in Farmington. Right, so where's Farmington? I'm not sure. So I'm not sure what to do here. There's so many that we could look at, and I think that maybe we just go through a few and see what we get. So here we have a missing person, endangered, Brittany Benavides, missing from the 9th of February 2023. She would be 22 now. Brittany was last seen on the 9th of the 2nd, 2023 in Santa Fe, New Mexico. She has brown hair. She weighs 130 pounds. She has pink hair, 5'3". Date of birth, 24th of July 2000. Her hair is shaved on the sides, pink and purple. She had black Steeler jacket, loose black pants, and the number, of course, is down the bottom there if you have any information. Hey, Curious, good to see you, Dale. It's also in New Mexico. Steve Stockton lives there now. Right. Thanks for that, Pam. Okay, so I think that's what we're going to do. And then maybe we could think about deep diving into them a bit. Let's try this one. Scott A. Bitsu, missing 2021 from Farmington, New Mexico. He was then 42. He was last seen on the 19th of August 2021 in Farmington, New Mexico. And if you have any information, obviously the number's there. He is 6'4", hair color brown, male, obviously, eye color brown, weighing 165 pounds. He has a scar on his shoulder, the right one. He went missing in a BMW, a black one. So, yeah, if you've seen any. Easy to get them girls through Texas and across the border. Right. Hey, it's good to see everybody here. Okay, look at a couple more. Oh, dear, look at this one. Sassy since birth. Hey, baby. Welcome. Settle in. We are looking at New Mexico, and today we're just going through one of their databases, I guess, and just looking at a few. You did just say Farmington, Pam. So this is Leona Bowden. She's been missing since 2019 from Clovis, New Mexico. She was actually 90 at that time. If she was still alive, she would be 94. She's been missing since November 27. Date of birth 1929. She is 5'2" with hair color white, And eye color unknown. And I don't know if you can actually tell from that picture. Kind of looks brown from a distance. Weight 100 pounds. She was wearing grey sweatpants and a shirt. So it would be cool if they gave them a bit of a blurb about how they went missing. I reckon that would be quite easier to do, but we're working with what we're working. Hey, Joe, aka Prolific Crim 77, welcome. All right, going back. I'm just randomly clicking. Oh, this is Christian Minerva Brown. He has been missing since 2022 from El Paso, Texas. He had, why is it Texas? Missing, we're in New Mexico. Oh, well, we keep him in. The date of birth, 1998. He is 5 foot 8 inches, a black female. I apologize. Eye color brown, weight 125 pounds. So only been missing, it says date missing, age then 24, age now 24. So I think that might be a little bit of a mistake. We'll let them have mistakes. Sassy said, great live earlier. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I always have fun when I go up on Queen's panel for sure. All right. I think that's what you're talking about anyway. Okay. Derek Chavez. Missing since 2017 from Bernalillo, New Mexico. He would have been 38 when he went missing, and now he would be 44. He was last seen December 2017. His date of birth is 1979. 5 foot 3 inches. He's a black male. Brown eyes. 155 pounds. His race is American Indian / Alaskan Native. You can tell he has that Alaskan Native because he does look like that. The right side of his skull has been removed. Okay, so that's going to, if you see a guy with half a skull, yeah, it could be him, right? He has been missing since 2017. Yeah, where was I? Tattoos. He's got his arm left and a scar on his head, obviously from having only half a skull. I think that's bound to make you have half or a scar on your head. That's weird. It's just so many people. It's just so many people. Do you want to just keep doing what we're doing, or do you want me to pick a couple and try and sort of look into more depth, Google, and see if I can find any stories about them? Or do you just want to flick through the posters like we're doing? Let me know and tell me how you want this to go. So this is Teresa Concha, missing since 2017. She would have been 37, now 43. She's missing from Taos Pueblo, New Mexico. Her date of birth is 1979. She is 5 foot, which is about the same as me. Eye color brown. She's a female, 122 pounds, and American Indian Alaskan Native. You think to pick a couple, curious? I think I should, eh? Let's try this one. So if I just do a name and search, let's see what comes up. Okay, I need to give you the screen. Hang on. Just figuring it out. All right. So here we are, Teresa Concha. Well, of course, she'll have something from the Charlie Project. Okay, there's a couple more photos of her, which is really good. And some details, I think, hopefully. So we've been through all that. Native American, yeah, we've got that. Concha has a tattoo of a sea turtle in the center of her chest. A photo of it is posted with this case summary. She has crooked teeth. She is an enrolled member of the Pueblo of Taos tribe. I knew a girl who had half skull removed. They have to wear a helmet because softest blow to that side of the head is usually fine after a bad head injury and to prevent swelling. True that. Yeah, true that. Details of disappearance. Concha was last seen in Albuquerque, New Mexico on May 5, 2016. She was homeless at the time of her disappearance. She has relatives in the Tejas Pueblo, New Mexico, and on the San Carlos Apache Reservation in Arizona. The date she last contacted them is unknown. Few details are available in her case. Okay, that's a bit sad, isn't it? Yeah, go back. We got this one here. Let's check out this one. Okay, here it says about Teresa. She is homeless. We know her family. She also has family on the San Carlos Apache Reservation. She has had no contact with her sister or son in 2 years. Oh, go away. The exact date of last contact is unknown. She has crooked teeth, medium skin, long black hair. So, unfortunate that there is not much info on her. All right. What's going on here? Yeah, I had a friend had a brain tumor. They removed her skull for a while after the op. When everything settled down, they put it back in. Ooh, what a topic. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, there wasn't much information on Teresa. Let's try. Okay, let's try this one. This is Cynthia L. Deppy. She has been missing since 2013. 50, she would now be 59. Date of birth, 1963, 5'9" with hair color brown. She's a female with blue eyes, 130 pounds. So let's see if we can find. Hey, Mullet. Welcome. All right, so here's one from the Chili Project, which we'll always look at. So for details of disappearance, was last seen in Los Lunas, New Mexico on October 9th, 2013. She has never been heard from again. Few details are available about this case. It's quite sad, really, when there's not a lot of information. Check this out. So that is clothing, unknown, no fingerprints available, no DNA, bugger all, actually. Information. That sucks, doesn't it? Hey, Marlet, it's so good to have you. We're looking at cases in New Mexico today. And it's a slow stream because I'm really dumb and getting it sorted is hard. Oh, right. Okay. We've looked at her. It's so horrible when there's no information to go off any of these people. I don't know how anyone's supposed to help find them. You know what I mean? So we've got Thomas Fernandez, missing since 2022. He was 58 then, and he would now be 59. And he's missing from Las Cruces, New Mexico. Date of birth, 1963. He is 5'8". Color of his hair is grey or partly grey. He's a male, of course. Brown hair, weight 170 pounds. It says scar on the right hand. Let's have a wee look and see if there's anything about Thomas that we can find. I'll change you over to this if there is. There's nothing, guys, nothing about this guy at all. Not one story, nothing. That's really sad, eh? Isn't that sad? It's awful. Curious says there's just so many, they probably just don't have the resources to investigate them all. So sad. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Grandma, I was actually really worried about the pronunciations. Every time I say it, I'm like, did I say that right? Did I say that right? I'm thinking, oh my God. Luckily, I did, I think. Cheers. All right, let's have another look. Richard D. Fairchild. He went missing in 2017. He now would be 87. He went missing from Santa Rosa, New Mexico. Date of birth, 1935. That seems like a long time ago. Height, 6 foot. Hair color, I'm going to say white or grey. I don't know why they put unknown. 210 pounds, brown eyes. Let's have a wee look for Richard. There's nothing on this guy either, guys. Nothing. Not one article, not one anything. Oh, it's terrible. Absolutely terrible. All right, let's go next. Okay, this is a young guy. Jesus Antonio Gonzalez Moreno. He has been missing since 2022. He was then age 21, missing from Albuquerque, New Mexico, now 22. He is born in 2000. He's 5'4", brown color hair, eye color brown, weight 150 pounds. He has a tattoo on his left wrist. Just so many people, right? It's crazy, I say. It's like homeless and the suspected runaways go to the bottom of the pile. Yeah, it's like that, eh? It's so not fair. A woman went missing just a couple miles down the road from my house last month for 5 days. Barely any info put out by law enforcement. They even spelled her name wrong. Oh, that's wrong. That's bad. Her children in the community had to get the word out and find her. She was just across the road from where she last seen 5 days. Crazy. Yeah, I guess maybe the cops over there just don't have the resources to look into every missing persons case, I guess. Here's a young lady. She has been missing since 2019. Jessica Marie Harms. Welcome, Butterfly. She has been missing since 2019, where she would have been 30 years old. She would now be 33. She went missing from the Mescalero Apache Indian Reservation. I messed that up, I know it. Her date of birth, 1989, 5'7", black hair. She has brown eyes, 130 pounds, and she's American Indian / Alaskan Native. She has a tattoo on her chest, and she's got back sweatpants, black sweater, and she was carrying a big pink backpack. Let's see if we can find out some more information about this young lady. Search. Yes, I found something. Okay. So obviously this is a Facebook page. All it's got. Let me look. So this is lost and missing in Indian country. That's interesting. I didn't know there was one of those. Let's look at this one. This is the only other one. So there's no details here, unfortunately, to let us know what could have happened or anything, which really sucks. It is what it is. It is what it is. And now you're on me, and I have to fix that. Hang on. I don't want you looking at me. I don't want you looking at me today. Alive, sent to the hospital for treatment. Great ending in her 60s and not tagged as an endangered adult, even though she had medical issues. Yeah, that's not cool. That's not cool at all. It's very, very sad. Okay. Here we have Elizabeth Ann Hernandez. She went missing in 2017 when she was 29. She would now be 35. She went missing from Albuquerque, New Mexico. She was last seen on November the 20th, 2017. Date of birth 1988, 5'7" with brown hair and green eyes, weighing 130 pounds. She had a blue jacket. No, she didn't. She had a black jacket and blue jeans and a tattoo on her right leg of shooting stars. If we go and look for her, we may get a picture of the tattoo. Okay, there's a couple here. Wow, this Charlie Project might have information. Okay, the Charlie Project has a lot more information. Heaps of pictures now that we can see. So what have they got? The endangered missing for clothing, a burgundy shirt, black yoga pants with gold buttons, and possibly a dark coloured jacket. She was 4 months pregnant at the time of her disappearance, which is so sad. Her baby was due in April 2018. Details of disappearance. She was last seen when her boyfriend, Miguel Martinez, dropped her off at the Department of Human Services office in the 3200 block of Bridge Boulevard, southwest in Albuquerque, New Mexico, on November 15th, 2017. She never signed in there and has never been heard from again. It's uncharacteristic of her to leave without warning, and her family doesn't believe she would have abandoned her 2 children, and she was having another one. Her sister stated that the father of her unborn child didn't want the baby, and she thinks he knows more about the disappearance than he has been disclosed. He has not been named as a suspect in this case. Foul play is suspected in her disappearance, which remains unsolved. Well, I mean, we can speculate on who might know information on this case, but it's all allegedly, and yeah. All right, what are you guys saying? She was in the woods without her phone. Of course, unbelievable she was found. We had a guy coming up missing in the 70s from this town, never found or heard of again, and had a young daughter and a wife. Yeah, really, really sad, isn't it? People said he was in gravel pits. His family was watched for years. Ugh. So many disappearance without a trace. Alien abduction is becoming less and less ridiculous as an explanation. I kind of agree with you, because a lot of these people just like poof, just gone, and there's no evidence and there's nothing. It's just poof and they're gone. Where they go? There could be some form of alien stealing people, because we can't find them. Yeah. Crazy, I tell you. Well, that was good to see her. Okay. No, that's not the one I wanted to show you. Let's try that again. Woo, now I got it. Okay. Let's look at another one. Missing Brian Anthony Ledbetter. He went missing in 2021 at the age of 41. Missing from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Now he would be 43. Date of birth, 1980. Height, 6'1". Hair color, grey or partly grey. He's a male, eye color, hazel eyes, weight 160 pounds. He had a black shirt, black pants, and a black baseball cap. No, there's nothing. Not one article about him at all. That's sad, eh? Very sad. Belia, Ohio man disappears in the 1970s. Okay, I'll look it up for you if you want me to. So, Belia, is that his name? Okay, I think I might have found it, Pam. So just give me a moment. Well, I don't know. Actually, a few of them came up, so you'll have to look. I'll put show you the screen. Oh, come on, screen. Oh, now my computer's doing the not responding shit. Just wait. Just wait. It will come back. I won't press any buttons. It'll come back to me. That's it. That's it. Okay, so Pam, this is what, when I typed in that, this is what comes up. Was it him? Oh, because it was in the 17th. Oh, okay. So Belia is the town. So Belia missing man. I don't know how else to put it. No. You'll have to look it up, Pam, and then send it to me through my email or through Facebook, and we can look it up because I ain't getting nothing from there. She says it would be the oldest one. We had a couple found in a river. Oh, yucky. Can't see it. Didn't I show you it? Wow. That's what I need you to do is you need to go and find it, Pam, and then yeah, send it to me. That would be cool. This is Emerald. What a lovely name. Emerald Rose Martinez. She went missing in 2019. She was only 20. She's missing from Taos, New Mexico. She would be 24 now. Date of birth, 1998. She's 5'1", brown color hair. She is a she. Hazel eyes, weight 125 pounds, and white. She has a tattoo on her abdomen. Let's see if we can take a closer look and find some extra info about this young lady. No, there's nothing in Charlie Project. There's nothing in Namus. Just nothing. Oh my God. It saddens me. It really does that this is happening. Yeah, it bothers me to no end. All right. Let's try again. I hope we actually can get some details on some of these people. This is Joy Maloney. Date missing. Oh, but very close, this one. 30th of the 1st, 2023. She was then 38. She would still be 38. She is missing from Las Cruces, New Mexico. Date of birth, 1984. Height, 5'7", brown color. eyes and hair, weight 99 pounds. So 99 pounds, I think, is pretty small, isn't it, guys? Right. Let's see if we can find anything more about Joy. No, nothing about Joy at all. Nothing at all. Oh my God, that makes me so sad. We should be able to go through this and find the people that we're, showing, but actually get some details about their disappearance and what happened. It would be so much easier if we got more details to help us, for sure. I think maybe when we spin the wheel and we get our next country, maybe I'll do a bit more research first about some specific cases in that town. And you guys can send me specific cases from the town that you know of as well. It would be like your homework. Okay, this is Teddy Edgar Neal. He has been missing since 2022. He was then aged 72. He would now be aged 72. He was last seen in Alamogordo, New Mexico. Date of birth 1950, 5'10", hair color grey or partly grey. He is a male, blue eyes, 160 pounds. He had a tan felt around his tan felt around cowboy hat and a bandana around his neck. He has a scar on his right eye. He also had a vehicle. It was nothing. It doesn't say it. It's got a license plate, but it doesn't say what color or what it is or anything. So, oh my God. By the way, thank you so much, guys, for being here and supporting me in any way you do, whether it's watching and whether it's chatting, whether it's donating, whether it's joining and becoming a Green Team member. The link is pinned at the top. I just love you all. I love you all. Thank you so much. Oh dear, this is horrible. Tyler Myron Otero. Missing since 2021. She would have been 32 years old. She is missing from Albuquerque, New Mexico. She would now be 34. She was last seen on the 12th of August 21. Date of birth 1989. Height 5'9", black color hair. It says male. It could. I don't want to offend anyone. We'll just go with that. Okay. Eye color brown. Weight 270 pounds. Race American Indian / Alaska Native. She had black shoes, pierced ears. I'm going to say they, because I'm not sure of the gender. They had black shoes, pierced ears. They also had black clothing. They said they had a 2003 red Nissan Sentra missing as well. Tyler. Let's have a look. Okay, so those are the ones we've already looked at. Tyler. Where are you? Okay, I might have something. No. There's nothing for her either. Nothing. Oh, well. I can't find it. Oh, look. No worries. I guess our haunted house is going to be in a new movie. Do tell. What haunted house and what movie? Let us know, Pam. Okay, what a nice name. Charisma Rodriguez. Okay, she went missing in 2023. She was only 16 years old. She would now be 16 years old. And she is missing from Rio Rancho, New Mexico. At least I want to know some of the places in New Mexico by doing this, learn a little bit of the USA as I go. So last seen in 2023, her date of birth 2006. She's 4'11", black hair, brown eyes, weighing 98 pounds. She was carrying one black backpack and one grey backpack, wearing dark jeans, dark hoodie. She has a non-specific scar on her arm. She's very, very pretty. Just sad. Okay, I'll have a quick look, see if we can find anything. Okay, I found one thing, but it's actually exactly the same as what we've already looked at, so that's a shame. That's really a shame. I would like to have more details in these. Be much more easier to know some details. But all right. Raquel Lucina Rodriguez, missing person, endangered. She went missing in 2015. She was then 54, missing from Roswell, New Mexico. She would now be aged 62. She has black hair, brown eyes, 160 pounds. She's a female, and her date of birth is 1960. So let's have a look. Can you guys tell me what's the difference between just a missing person and an endangered missing person? How do they define what an endangered missing person is? Let me know, guys. Let me know. Okay, let's see if we can find out some information about her. Okay, she's in the Charlie Project. That's a couple more photos, which is awesome. I'm going to show you. There we are. So there's a couple more photos, which is good. It just says she's a Hispanic female. Her ears are pierced. Okay, Rodriguez was last seen with her live-in boyfriend, Abraham Jimenez. Denise, hey, good to see you. In Roswell, New Mexico, April the 19th, 2015. They left their dogs behind at home without food or water, which is uncharacteristic of their behavior, and neither of them have ever been heard from again. That's interesting. After their disappearance, the couple's van was found abandoned and in working condition on the street about a mile from their residence. Although there is no hard evidence of foul play, authorities consider their disappearances suspicious and are concerned for their welfare. Yeah, damn, that's how suspicious. That's weird. So the boyfriend and her left their dogs with no water or food. The couple's van was only found like a mile from their home, abandoned in good working condition. Weird. Rodriguez's son stated his mother and Jimenez had no enemies and he can't think of anyone who would want to hurt them, but he believes they were abducted from their home because it's uncharacteristic of them to leave without warning. Their cases remain unsolved. Wow. That's creepy, isn't it? Creepy as. Creepy. If it, okay. If you just type his name, Leon Monza. All right, I'll have a quick look. Leon, where'd you say Monza? Okay. Think I might got it. I'll let you see. Yeah. All right. Is this it, Pam? Have we got there yet? Is this the man you were talking about? Missing from Ballier, Leon Arthur Monster. He was 21, 5'6", 145 pounds, a tan shirt, blue jeans, blue jacket with brown stripes. Okay, look at this. Monster was last seen on February 18th, 1982, leaving his residence in the 65,000 block of Indian Run in Ballier, Ohio. He has never been heard from again. He left behind his cigarettes, which is uncharacteristic of him. Now, if there's any smokers in the house, I used to be a smoker, and I am never going anywhere without my cigarettes. That's just, I mean, if I forget it, you'd go home. I'm a vapor now, and I don't go anywhere without my vapes either. 2 days after his disappearance, his wife found his grey Dodge Aspen idling in a ditch at the entrance of Anco Mining Road. The car was mud splattered. The keys were in the ignition. The driver's side door was open and the dome light was on, although very dim. His coat, cigarettes, lighter, and some change were inside the car. The interior of the vehicle was muddy, and there were indications that a struggle had taken place. Kia ora, Phoebe. Good to see you. Shortly before he vanished, he had gotten a note in his mailbox made of letters cut out of a magazine. It said, "Leave it alone or you are dead." Oh my God. This is crazy. He was unconcerned and threw it away. The person who sent the note has never been identified, and it is unknown whether the note has anything to do with his later disappearance. Well, yeah, I don't know. This is weird. It certainly thinks what if you get a threatening message in the mail with cut out letters and then that he disappears, surely it might be related. At the time he went missing, he was working 3 jobs. He and his wife, Irene Zimmerman, were in the process of a divorce. He drank heavily, was having an extramarital affair, and had a bad temper, and occasionally beat his wife and as well as his girlfriend. He stated he was overprotective, didn't want their 3-year-old daughter to leave the house without him, and didn't want their pictures taken. Okay, so he doesn't sound like the best man, but he still doesn't deserve to go missing, right? Odin says, I just took my painkiller, so listening to fall asleep. I hope I've got a boring voice that puts you to sleep, honey. I'll try. There were reported sightings of Monster in the area after his disappearance. His wife said she and their daughter were followed by a man in a truck for months, and for 2 years a man would hide in the shadows outside the house. She believes the individual may have been Monster himself, wanting to see his child. Zimmerman also stated she received several anonymous calls. One caller told her Monster was dead and his body had been dismembered. The information was not verified. Monster was declared... I said monster. Monster, not monster. Monsieur was declared legally dead in 1988, and his mother collected his life insurance policy. His police case file was lost, but it was later located, and the investigation was opened in November 2007. His case remains unsolved. Wow, that was a bit of an interesting bit of info, wasn't it? Certainly didn't sound like the nicest fella, but whatever floats your boat, right? Okay. We're going to set us up for the next one. Because I don't like you looking at me. All right. Where were we? He was well liked. Okay, this is Robert Selfridge. He has been missing since 2022, which he would have been 58, from Albuquerque, New Mexico. He would still now be 58. Date of birth, 1964, 6 foot. Hair color, grey or partly grey. But in this photo, it's black, so maybe this is an earlier photo. He's brown eyes, 185 pounds. He went missing in a blue shirt, blue jeans, and brown boots. Why has it got backwards? Yeah, go backwards. Let's see. I'm looking. No, there's nothing on him whatsoever. He's not in the Charlie Project. Nothing. Oh, that's so sad. So sad. Whatever floats your boat and makes you happy. Exactly. He's obviously the guy before was well liked, apparently. He still doesn't deserve to go missing though, right? Here we have Jeffrey Spangler, missing since 2021. He was then 33. He would be 34. Went missing from Las Cruces, New Mexico. He had a date of birth of 1988, 6'2", hair color brown, eye color hazel, weight 155 pounds. He had a car with him. It was a 2000 Dodge Avenger. No color though. Okay, let's see if we can find out some more information about Jeffrey. Okay, I might have one. Hold the phone. Okay. All right, I'm going to show you this one because it's got some information. Okay, so Las Cruces police, this is from lascrucestoday.com. Las Cruces police are continuing to ask for help locating Jeffrey Spangler, who was reported missing 1 year ago. He was of Las Cruces, 33 years old when he was last seen in November 2001 at White Sands Missile Range. His vehicle, a 2000 Dodge Avenger, was found December 6 near the Franklin Mountains State Park, east of Texas. Police were told Spangler had intentions of traveling to Ruidoso, New Mexico, before he was reported missing. The discovery of his car near Franklin Mountains State Park leaves open the possibility that he may have traveled there instead. He is 6'1", weighs approximately 205 pounds, brown hair and hazel eyes. So, yeah, that's good. We don't know what goes on behind closed doors. No, you're absolutely right. We don't. TG, in another article, it talks about mafia being thick. Oh, gosh. I hope these people never went to Juarez, Mexico. They practice cannibalism. Oh, my God. Oh, yuck. At the time, and they were, I remember how scary they were when they were in the area. Oh, bugger that. I don't want anything to do with the mafia. Okay. Let's have a look here. Frank Romero, 43, date missing in 2020. He's from Mora, New Mexico. He would be 46. Last seen September 10th, 2020. 1976, 5'8", black hair. Male, eye color brown, 150 pounds. He's got a tattoo on his left hand. He was in a white 2006 or 2006 Ford plate. That didn't help a lot. Oh, I know what I'm doing. Know what I'm doing. Why am I not showing you guys? Because you guys need to be on screen. So this. Oh, no. Oh, for fuck's sake, I messed up. Okay, so I am looking at this Frank Romero guy and seeing if there is anything for him. But I'm not seeing anything about a missing person with that name. There's an artist with that name, apparently. No, very sad. Pam said they said could not prove it was related. No active mafia now. They fizzled out with the arrest and killing each other. That's what you hope that they'll do, is kill each other. But they own 2 best pizza businesses to this day. Oh, okay. Pam, you might be right, my dear. You might be right. All right. Let's keep going and looking at this next one. All right, this is Matthew Jacob Salazar. 2008, since missing, age 27. Now he'd be aged 42, from Albuquerque, New Mexico. 1981, 6'1", red or auburn hair, eye color brown, 250 pounds. Tattoo on something. I'm going to look up some kids next, so trigger warning if that's going to make you upset. Okay, so he is on the Charlie Project. Only one photo. Not much detail. Salazar was last seen in Albuquerque, New Mexico on December 1st, 28. He has never been heard from again. So, I don't know. What do you do with that information? That's kind of nothing, isn't it? Bit of a nothing burger. So, what I'm going to do is bring up this, because I would like to look into a few cases of kids that are missing in New Mexico. If it's a trigger warning for anybody, I understand. Okay, so I thought we'd just randomly Destiny, see if we can find out some information. Okay, we'll put her name. Search Google. So Destiny Scott, I'm looking for her to see if we get anything. Oh, missing. Oh, check this out, guys. I will show you the screen. It just says she's found safe. Destiny Scott, last seen 2019. Apparently she's been found. Awesome. That's great. Great news. Okay. Ohio has lots of kids missing, especially Columbus and Chillicothe. It's sad how many people go missing and not much mentioned. I know, because the thing is, we're going through this New Mexico, and we want to try and put these people's information out there. But when there isn't any, what do you do, you know? This is a young one. Let's see if we can find some information. And she went missing just in 2022. Chillicothe. Okay, let's see this. I might have something. All right, I'm going to put you over to what I've just found, which is interesting. So this is DurangoHerald.com. Indigenous people want comprehensive reporting on missing people. Latoya Hobson, a 15-year-old Native American, was born on July 4th in 2007. She has been missing since June 21st, 2022. She is described as 5 feet 6 inches tall and 120 pounds. Burns recently provided the Durango Herald and the Journal with a list of people from unincorporated San Juan County who had been reported missing from 1989 to 2017. In 2002, there is one missing or runaway teen. Okay. I'm just trying to find her, information about her, because I don't want to go and read all that couldn't do it. Autumn, hey, it's good to see you, hun. Okay, let's go back to the poster. Denise says, just think, every 4 minutes a person goes missing, according to a static one I read in the 80. Yeah, I've heard that too. Isn't it unreal? Hundreds and thousands of missing people. Good to see you, darling. Mullet. Us hillbillies kind of use a sound at chili, so we say chili Kothi, but you sound it correctly. Oh, that's all right. So does this time slot fit you guys? It's 11:30 a.m. on the Kiwi time. I'm not quite sure what that means for you over there, but if this is a good time, I'll try and do it 2 or 3 times a week, and we'll look into a different place all the time, and see what missing people or unsolved cases we can look into. So it's New Mexico this week. Okay. Oh my God. You look into this baby. I've got to look into this baby. If this is triggering for you, please step out. Autumn Falls says 5:30 p.m. on a Sunday. That's not a bad time, right? It's 7:30, no daylight savings time. I'm loving it. Nice. Okay. Here we go. Only one photo, but we've got some information here on what happened, so we'll read that. Hang on a moment. I've got a coffee and vape. And I don't think I've cursed enough today. My cursing words aren't good today. I'm all cursed out. Details of disappearance. Skylar was last seen with her parents, Richard and Megan, in Santa Fe, New Mexico on September the 1st, 1995. She has never been heard from again. Richard and Kerr returned to their residence in Houston, Texas, without their daughter afterwards. Foul play is suspected in the case. Skylar's parents have refused to cooperate with police in the investigation into the baby's disappearance and have utilized their Fifth Amendment rights against self-incrimination when questioned about it. However, her paternal grandmother allegedly told a co-worker that Richard had told her the child died suddenly and was buried underneath a tree in a valley. Oh my God. Skylar was born in a private home in New Mexico without medical attention or any official record documenting the birth. Her parents told investigators they belong to a religious group that forbids its members from seeking medical attention or assistance when they are ill. Richard and Kerr's first child, also a daughter, was born with severe medical problems and was taken away by the state when her parents refused to get medical help for her. Both of Skylar's parents have criminal records and are described as floaters who were frequently unemployed, lived out of their vehicle, and traveled along the coast of the western United States in 1995. Kerr became pregnant at least once more after Skylar's disappearance. Police believe Skylar died sometime late in the month of October 1995. They think she may be buried in a national park near Healdsburg, California, where her parents were living at the time. Some agencies may list October the 5th, 1995 as the date of Skylar's disappearance. Her case remains unsolved to this day. Oh my God, that's just, that's so sad. It's so sad. Autumn says, it works for me, except my dinner isn't quite ready yet. It should hurry up. Denise, same of biscuit eater because the daughters cook them. Nice. It's great when you don't have to cook yourself. 7:30 here, and it feels like 6:30, but at least it's still light out, and I can continue to stay on my porch. The mosquitoes didn't get the daylight savings memo. Like you like daylight savings, but not the first 2 days or 3 days trying to get adjusting. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I prefer it. It's an adjustment. I really wanted to go to bed early last night. I guess I psyched myself out and slept here early. TJ, most of the missing people in Las Cruces is because of the Mexican cartel. We live 30 minutes from Juarez, Mexico. They kidnap people and force them to work for the cartel. Oh, goodness me. How horrible. I remember that case. There is a religion that don't believe in hospital or doctors, etc. Which case are we doing now? I'm still popping back and forth into the kitchen. So, yeah, well, this was a baby, this one, that went missing. And we just sort of read out the details. It sounds like allegedly her parents may have done something and got rid of her, sadly. Oh, dear. Okay. I've got to remember to keep showing this when I move tabs. All right. I'll agree with it too. The judge, the adjustment is rough. A baby, yeah, I know. That's why I said trigger warning. It's a baby. It's awful. Okay. Oh God, I don't even know. No search. Oh, give me back the page I was there before then. What the frick? What have you done? Where did they go? Search missing children. I did that earlier. Where did I put? For date city. New Mexico. Enter. Huh? What just happened, guys? I don't know. Okay. Okay, I'm going to try it again. Put in my state, New Mexico. Yeah. Let's try that. See, I know. I got it. Or did she die accidentally but figured she'd get in trouble because of the first child being removed? That's a really good possibility. Maybe the child did die of something, the baby, and they knew that they were going to get in trouble. So they buried her, I guess. A lot to be said about untreated pregnancy and delivery. They eat the larva eggs in the water before they hatch. That sounds absolutely disgusting. I don't know what we're on that one. There was missing kids case solved recently. Apparently, the bio mum took the kid to Panama. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's try this young lady here. And if I find something, I will flip his over. But no, there's nothing on her, not at all. Not even in the Charlie Project or anything. So sad, guys. Okay, what about this young man? No, I want to go like that and search Google. Let's see if we've got some information about this young fella. Unfortunately, he shares a name with a famous baseballer, which is all we are seeing about. That's it. Nothing about this young fella missing, but I'll just try again. Missing. Give me a look. Okay, I found something, guys. Let's take a look. I'll go back to another screen. Okay, this is NBC News. New Mexico parents continue fight for justice for their son, David Ortiz Jr., who they believe was murdered on Halloween night 11 years ago. The 18-year-old father had just received visitation rights with his 1-year-old son when he vanished without a trace. I'll write that down soon, Autumn, and we can have a look at it for you if you like. We'll just get this one out of the way. It was Halloween weekend of 2010, and things were starting to come together for 18-year-old David Ortiz Jr. The young father from Silver City, New Mexico, had just been granted visitation with his then 1-year-old son, Joshua. And after diligent studying, he was just around the corner from the day that he would earn his GED. What's the GED? Please tell me what a GED is, because I see it everywhere, but I don't exactly know what it means. Which happened to be the same time his mother was earning hers, which is cool. For David, that day would never come. I got mine for him, his mum said. We were supposed to do it together, but my son was taken from me. She says, it's been 11 years since David Sr. and Elizabeth last saw their son, who they lovingly called Junior. Now, with the anniversary of his disappearance this Halloween weekend, his family just wants closure and is pleading for someone with information to come forward. It may only be one person who knows what happened, but all we need is one. And that is correct. And all the cold cases that I cover, it just takes one person with just a little bit of information that they may not think is important, but it could be important. We know he's not with us anymore. We know he was murdered that night and he deserves justice. Junior's parents told Dateline it was about 5 p.m. when their son left his grandparents' house and had planned to go hang out with friends Halloween night, but he never showed up. A cousin of David's later told his parents that David had stopped in at the Snappy Mart on Swan Street, where his cousin worked, around 9 p.m. that evening to buy cigarettes. It was the last time anybody seen him. For David to disappear without a trace made no sense to his family and friends. His parents told Dateline that just earlier he was granted visitation with his 1-year-old son after a year-long custody battle with the boy's mum. He was so happy to have Joshua back in his life, his father said. He was so happy to be a father, and he was a great father. David and his parents had their first visitation with the baby on October 30th, and the next day he was gone. After exhausting all of their own efforts to find Junior, his parents reported missing to the Silver City Police Department on November 3rd. Rumors of David's fate swirled in the small town, and his parents said they made sure to bring every single one to the police department's attention. They told Dateline that there were rumors David Jr. had been beaten and thrown into a trunk and driven out of town, or that he was buried in the Silver City landfill. How hard would it be for a parent of a child that's missing to hear this kind of stuff? Just awful. Captain Melinda Hobbs with the Silver City Police Department didn't take over Junior's case until 2019, but she told Dateline that there had been countless tips, which is good, and leads followed up on by the police over the years. In November 2010, she said police executed a search warrant at a home in the 700 block of Mountain View Road. They searched both the residence and the property, but found nothing. In April 2011, acting on another tip, they executed a search warrant in the Southwest Solid Waste Authority landfill on Ridge Road. Again, found nothing. In June 2012, another tip led them to Santa Clara, where they executed another search warrant of a home there and brought in a cadaver dog. Still no trace of him. Another search warrant was executed at another home in Silver City, and in February 2017, an inmate sent a map marked with an X indicating human remains at a site that led police to execute a search warrant at a house off East Street. There they found bones, but they turned out to be animal bones. In 2020, search warrants were executed at the home of a person police considered to be a person of interest in David's case, but again, nothing was found. The case has changed hands multiple times over the years before landing on the desk of Melinda Hobbs. Although she was recently promoted to captain, she said she has continued to work on this case. I knew I needed to dedicate time to this case, she said. We haven't given up, but we need help from the public. If someone has information, we need them to come forward. She told Dateline they are treating David's case as suspicious, and they do have people in mind who they believe were involved in the disappearance. She added that they were working on new leads in the case but could not comment. We feel like the people who have information are too scared to come forward, she said, but we need their help. That's one of the things, isn't it? Why people don't come forward, because they're scared. Yeah, so I understand that. All right. It's equal to a diploma, a test you can take to finish school. Right. I'm still the youngest in all the country to get mine, April 8th, 1987. Woohoo! What is a GED? The General Education Development Test consists of 4 subject tests that, once passed, earn you a high school equivalency credential. The 4 subjects are language, arts, math, social studies, and science. Does that sound familiar? If so, it's because they're subjects commonly taught in high school. Absolutely. Basically, you can get it at any time, and it doesn't matter for your age, if I recall. Yeah, to get the degree or equivalent after or even during high school if you weren't there, attended, and received it from the traditional school system. TJ, this case just came to court, brothers Orson and Orrin West. Yeah, because I did cover that case a little bit. When does the trial start, Phoebe? Do you know? Because last I heard, the parents had made a application to the court to get the case thrown out. Was the last thing I heard. So let me know if there's more. And you have to be 17. You got yours at 16. I meant older than school age. I don't think there's a cap on it. Yeah, got you. 16 and pregnant. Oh, you're 16 and pregnant? Kidding. So who's 16 and pregnant? TJ, a few years ago, we had 5 killed over child custody. Far out. It's awful. They left one of the babies in the bed. Yeah, I read that case. I'm a little familiar with that case. I think it's the Pike County massacre, they call it. Oh, hang on. That would be a good idea for a video. The Pike County. Yeah, I can look into that. Definitely. And yeah, it's a full-on case. Very full-on case. You believe it's already happening? I'll have to take a look. Yeah, it was awful. People thought it was a hit because of some illegal growing. Yeah, there was some pot there, but it was about the custody of the kid. When I took mine, there were 5 math, science, writing, history, and social studies. What county? Pike County is the one that, where they murdered 5 people and the baby. Hi, Sixth Sense, Amelia. Welcome, my darling. It is so good to see you, my friend. Just checking a couple of things here, guys. Good to see you. Okay, so going back, somebody was talking about a case. Was it you, Autumn? Okay, so the kid you were talking about is Aranza Maria. Okay, so if I look up Aranza Maria, or is it Aranza? I need my glasses. Hang on, guys. I'm going to get my glasses. I can't do it. And this makes me look incredibly bright and smart. So I'm educated, it looks like. Okay, I've found this, and I will... hang on. I will share the screen. Here we go. This is NZ Herald from New Zealand. Go figure. Kidnapped 8-year-old Aranza Maria Ochoa Lopez found 5 years after disappearing. Now, this doesn't happen very often. Someone is found. Oh, laugh at first sounded like you were saying Coke. Well, I'm saying Pike. Pike. A Kern County judge on Tuesday issued a gag order in the case of a couple accused of killing 2 adopted children. The order bars attorneys and the investigators and law enforcement. Thanks, Phoebe, for keeping us up to date. Involved in the case, from speaking publicly about it, it also applies to witnesses and court personnel with access to reports and files. Okay. Yeah, this wee thing is cute. An 8-year-old girl who was kidnapped from a shopping mall in the US in 2018 has been found safe and well in Mexico 5 years on. Aranza Lopez, who was in foster care, was taken by her mother, Esmeralda Lopez, from a shopping center in Vancouver in Washington State when she was 4 years old. She was last seen on a supervised visit with her mother, who was arrested in Pueblo, Mexico in September 2019. The FBI announced on Wednesday that Aranza, who is now 8 years old, had finally been found and returned to the US. Wow. Mexican authorities found Aranza in Michoacan, a state in western Mexico, in February, and the FBI brought her home. Aranza's mother pleaded guilty in January 2021 to second-degree kidnapping, robbing, and first-degree custodial interference, but did not reveal the girl's whereabouts. She was sentenced to 20 months in prison. Aranza was placed in foster care in 2017 over concerns her mother was abusing her, local reports said. The FBI had offered a $10,000 reward for information that could help them with the search. A special agent of the FBI praised the team's effort. For more than 4 years, the FBI and partners did not give up. Our concern now will be supporting Aranza as she begins her reintegration into the US. Unfortunately, she's going to go to another foster home, and we don't always know if the foster homes are good or not, which really, which really sucks. Kaya and his twin brother Kason Thomas were inside their mum's Honda when it was stolen from Donita's Pizza at First Avenue. We can look at that if you want. We don't have to strictly look into New Mexico because the rolly round thing said to. So let's take a look. I will type that in. So I'll say Kason Thomas missing, maybe. Okay, they were found, but it's a nice story. We'll take a look at it. I will show it to you. TJ, love you, but beginning to get silly. You're getting silly, my love. That's all right. It's the pain pills. We'll forgive you. Didn't one of them die later on after being returned from an infection or pneumonia? Oh, well, we're about to find out, yeah. Talking a lot today. Talking a lot. I haven't been saying too many fucking Cursey words, I must say. I haven't been dropping the F-bombs as much as I fucking thought. If I just didn't do that right now, I could have monetized it. That's not going to be now. It's great to see you, Amelia. Absolutely. Thank you for coming back. All right. USAtoday.com. Twin baby abducted in Ohio found. Police say suspect arrested in Indiana. The Thomas family's joyous screams rang throughout the cold, thirsty night air and across a Lowe's parking lot in White
Hall, Ohio, as family and search party members got the Christmas miracle news. Case and Thomas, a missing 5-month-old Columbus twin, had been found 175 miles away in Indianapolis. He was found inside his mother's stolen 2010 Honda Accord at about 6:46 p.m. in the parking lot of a Papa John's Pizza by the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department. Say that half like 5 times fast. The child, who appeared in good health and was breathing normally, was still wearing the same brown onesie he had on when he was last seen. He had been taken to Riley Hospital for Children in Indianapolis to be checked out as a precaution. Minutes before the good news, family members were begging for anyone with information about the infant's location to come forward. Nala Jackson, who Columbus police have charged with kidnapping Kaysen and his twin brother, Kyer, stole a running car from a Donato's Pizza in the short north with the twins inside around 9:45 p.m. Shit, go to the gas station, and I'd always just leave my kids in the car, and then, police, 2.5 days later, Jackson was arrested by IMPD around 2 p.m. on Thursday, but Kaysen was not with her. Pledge alleged Jackson had left Kyer Thomas in his car carrier seat with a quilt wrapped around him in a parking lot at an airport when he was found between two vehicles about 4:15 a.m. Tuesday by a passerby. Oh my God. Columbus police, reported press conference that police division had received more than 3,000 tips about the kidnapped twins. Oh, look at that. That's so cute. That's so cute. Jackson was charged with 2 counts of kidnapping and likely faces additional charges, including child endangerment and vehicle theft. Jackson's arrest was the result of tips received by Columbus police and police urging a tipster to call 911. Police there stopped Jackson and took her into custody. Fingerprints confirmed her identity. Wow, that's scary. I used to always do it when I had my young kids. I'd stop at a dairy. I mean, I just didn't want to. I was too lazy to get all my kids out just to go into the dairy and grab something, or too lazy to want to grab all my kids out to put in petrol. Of course, you leave your kids in the car. Having them stolen with your kids in there, didn't one of them die later? I think I read this. Well, we didn't see it in that one. It's good to see you. Get with the fucking program, TJ. Stop dropping the fucking ball. I know, right? This is Cursey words and cold cases, and I'm just not dropping the Cursey words. Don't know what's wrong there. I must admit, I'm a bit distracted watching the gator in the bottom right corner. Is there a gator in the bottom? Oh, right. That thing? The gator? What gator are you talking about? That's good pizza. It is. Are you talking about my baby? My baby's here. Oh, he says, Mummy, you woke me up. Hey? Oh, I'm so sleepy, Mummy. Oh, he's kicking me. He's saying, fuck off. I'm sleeping. F-bombs, I know. It's bad, Amelia. It's bad. I never did. I always took mine on, even if it was just to pay for fucking gas. Oh, now I've got yous all doing it. Yeah, I wouldn't. I didn't. I was lazy. There was a video playing in the corner of the article you're reading. Oh, was there? Oh, okay. I'll find it again. I will have a look. I can't find an alligator. I can't find an alligator. Don't know what you're talking about, woman. I can't find none. Oh my God. Now I'm just like making news. Oh, sweary people, cursey people. Also, did you say when you were going into the dairy for gas? No, I didn't say into the dairy for gas, honey. I said when I went to the dairy, I was too lazy to take my kids out of their seats and run in and get something with them. And then I was even too lazy when I went back to like a gas station to get my gas. I wouldn't take them either. That's what I'm saying. Yep, more fuckery required. Exactly. This is not monetized. So if you can help, you want to become a member, the thing up at the top is pinned. Any support is cool, but not expected. All right. You want to keep going? Oh, look, it's fucking 4:20 here. Okay, so what is a dairy? It's a little corner shop, little mart. The dairy here does not have a petrol pump. No, they just have like groceries and cigarettes and shit like that. The dairy here has a petrol pump. No. Also, we have dairy farms, but they don't have petrol pumps either. I only had 2 kids, so that sure shot helped. Yeah, you wonder when people steal cars, don't they look in the back seat? Because I mean, you hear it all the time. Oh my God, someone jumped in the car and took off with all these kids in the car. Don't they even look? Weird. Okay. If there's any other ones you want me to look up, just fucking let me know and we'll do that. But let's go back to this. Okay, never heard it called that. Here, if someone said they went to the dairy, I'd think they went to a farm to milk cows. No, we've just got the corner dairies to go get our ciggies and stuff. Sure as shit helped. I'm teaching you bad manners, guys. Denise says the dairy here produces milk. Otherwise, it's farm markets and meat markets. That's so funny how it's different, eh? So let's go back from here and pick something else. Here we go. We have got Michael Priest missing only from 2023, the 2nd of the 3rd, missing from Taos, New Mexico. He was 44 and he still is 44. He went missing, like I said, March 2nd, 2023 from Taos, New Mexico. Date of birth, 1978, 6'3", hair color. Well, he hasn't really got much hair, but I don't want to be mean. But when he does have hair, it's like blonde or strawberry. Weight 200 pounds, blue eyes, race unknown. He's got a tattoo on his left ankle. Could you imagine if I went missing and they wanted to like say how many tattoos I had and where they were? That'd be tough, wouldn't it? Too many. Too many. Okay, he had a car. It was a 2019 white Chevrolet. Let's look for some more information on this guy. So find any, I will bring these over. Just try adding. Yes, I found something, I think. No, I lie. I haven't found anything. So that's a shame. We have gas stations and convenience stores. Yeah. Well, convenience store is the same thing as a dairy. And Odenton MD, what the hell are you talking about, Pam? You've lost me, love. I usually call those kind of stores corner stores. Well, actually, to be honest, lots of dairies are on corners. I don't know why. And most of them are owned by Indians. I don't know why. They're really hard workers, and I think like with the dairy, they have really long hours. So, do you have new ink? I do have new ink. I do. So I've just about finished my I'm kind of just about finished my sleeve, which we've been working on for quite a while. The latest bits. I don't know if you can see them. Some flowers just around here. But as I've lost my job, I don't know when I'll be able to get more. I'm wanting to get something more up here. I'm also wanting to get more of my neck done and my other sleeve. But you've got to have a job for that shit. So. Autumn came through just 10 minutes. Scroll up. Okay. I've got it. Is it this one? TJ, look up the murder of Pamela Basu. Okay. Pamela Basu. Basu. Okay. Murder of. Oh, okay. This I've got it now. Your next ink is a dragonfly smoking. Oh, I like that idea. I was confused about dairy. Convenience store, we say corner store, bodega, or the mart. That always ends with the word mart. Interesting. Okay, right. I'll put this in. Well, no, that's the wrong one. I'll take that out. Oh, yes. I must say that I'm nearly not being able to use StreamYard anymore unless I start paying them $25 a month, which I do not have $25 at all right now to do that. So I am trying to find another streaming platform that I can use for free, and I'm having a bit of trouble, but I'll work on it. I'll try and work on it. Last time I saw you just started that job. Yeah, I started a job, and unfortunately, I worked in mental health and addiction, and I got very unwell a few weeks ago, and left the job because of that. And I don't know at this time whether I'm going to look for another job or whether I'm going to put all my efforts into YouTube and hope for the best. I don't need a lot of money. I just need, a little bit of hobby money to get by, kind of thing. So we'll see how it goes. Do you like to join live stream panels, TJ? Well, actually, I don't know if any of you know. Denise will. Queen Bee is an awesome channel. Please go sub to her. I've been on a panel a couple of times. I went on this morning and I went on yesterday, and I quite enjoyed it. So if you like some no bullshit chat about drama, that channel is just amazing. And they let anyone in, and anyone can go up and panel and talk whatever they want. It's really, really cool. If anyone wants to come up on my panel, just let me go and you can come up. You don't have to show your face. You can come up and we can shoot the shit. My mum's mum was German and Irish. My pap was Irish. Mental health and addiction is a tough job. It really got to me. And because I suffer mental illness anyway with my own life, even though I was in recovery, the stress was just too much for me. I couldn't do the job and do YouTube because of how tired and horrible it made me feel. And now I need to just keep on recovering right now. And helping is you guys helping, being here in live with me, so I'm not sitting in a live talking to myself, really helps, I tell you. Our curious Kiwi, it's Queen Bee. She is the bomb. If someone can find a link and put that in for me, that would be really good. And yeah, I go on panel there, and I enjoy it. Okay, we're going to read this article. Thank you, Autumn. We're going to read this from Wikipedia. Okay, the murder of Pam Basu, resulting from a carjacking, occurred on September 8th, 1992 in Savage, Maryland. Her death prompted the United States Congress and several states to enact tougher carjacking laws. She was 34 and forced from her car a 1990 BMW at a stop sign near her home in suburban Savage in Howard County, Maryland. At the time, Basu was driving her 2-year-old daughter, Serena, to her first day of preschool. During the assault, Basu attempted to remove her daughter from the car. However, her arm, trigger warning. Are you gonna find a video with me in it? However, her arm became entangled in the car's seatbelt and the thieves sped away, dragging Basu along the roads for approximately 2 miles. Basu died as a result of her injuries, leaving her body entangled at the fenced entrance to farms. Oh my God. The perpetrators also threw the child, who was fastened in a seat, out of the car by the roadside. She was unharmed. Oh, thank goodness for that. The Basu's husband had videotaped his wife and his daughter before they left for school that morning. The prosecutors in the criminal case stated that the two perpetrators could be seen in the background of this video as they roamed the neighborhood looking for a car to steal after another stolen car they were driving had run out of gas. Oh my God, that's just awful. Awful. Thank goodness that the little baby was okay. Whew, thanks, Autumn Fools. TJ, hello. Hello, succinct doppelganger. True that. You got 2 of his the same. I'll see if I can find the video with TJ in it. Yeah, well, it was this morning I went into a live, and yesterday I went into a live, and I actually said a word that I really didn't mean to say, and it came out wrong, and I can't believe I said it. It's a really, really naughty word, and it wasn't good. Sixth Sense says, I'm really glad to see you back. I'm sorry that the job didn't work out for you. You'd be cool mental health and addiction person. Thank you. I appreciate that. Listening to other stories, knowing I'm not alone, really helps me, even though you can never get the images out of your head and how horrific it was. Yeah, Denise. Love you, baby. TJ, it could have been me. I came through just minutes later. Oh, wow. You're so lucky. I've been there. My mouth doesn't communicate with my brain. My fucking mouth never does. Never does. All right. We'll do a couple more, eh? Getting good at this. Okay. Let's have a look. This young lady is Jennifer Pentilla. She went missing in 1991. She was then only 18. She went missing from Deming, New Mexico. She would now be 49. Date of birth 1973, 5'5", blonde or strawberry hair, wearing brown wire-rimmed glasses, blue color eyes, 125 pounds. So let's see if we can find some information on this young lady. Okay, we've got it on, I'll just show you. We've got her on the Charlie Project, which hopefully will give us more information. So it's just more photos there, and they've done an age progression. So that's pretty cool. Clothing description, a blue bum sweatshirt. I'm not sure what a bum sweatshirt is. A tank top, denim shorts, socks, brown hiking boots, dog tags, a friendship bracelet, a silver ring with the words Loves Jesus on it, and a watch with the Rice Krispies cartoon characters Snap, Crackle, and Pop imprinted on it. Distinguishing Distinguishing characteristics: Caucasian female, blonde hair, blue eyes. She has a mole or birthmark on her left forearm, a laparotomy scar on her abdomen, and diagonal scars on the tips of her index and middle fingers. She has a gap between her upper front teeth. She wears laser foretell eyeglasses with brown coloured frames. Her nickname is Jen. Okay. Pentilla left her home in Missoula, Montana in late September 1991. She planned to travel to San Diego, California to meet with a missionary group. She was last in Las Cruces, Mexico in mid-1991 October. She was riding her new white Fuji mountain bicycle and carrying her backpack, a sleeping bag, a tent, and other camping gear. $450 in cash, 2 Bibles, and books about Mexico. She had decided to bike to Mexico and work with another mission assisting the poor. Pentilla called her mum in Montana 8 times between October 1 and October 13 to report her trip's progress. She called home the last time on October 17th from Deming, New Mexico. She placed the call on a payphone from the Shell gas station on Main Street, which is no longer in operation. Pentilla said her next stop was Las Cruces, New Mexico. She said she heard Mexico could be dangerous for a single woman traveling alone, so she had changed her plans. She was thinking of traveling to Minnesota to visit a friend instead. Pentilla's mother offered to pay for her transport to Minnesota or back home after she made more concrete plans, and Pentilla agreed to call her mum that evening with her decision. She, however, never called back and never arrived at the friend's home and has not been heard from again. Pentilla's camping gear, backpack, bicycle helmet, and journals were discovered by hunters under a tree about a mile off State Road 26 in 1992, approximately 1 year after the time she disappeared. There has been no trace of her since that time, and her bicycle was never found. Pentilla's mother received a phone call from a woman who claimed she may have spoken to Pentilla in San Francisco, California in 1998. The witness said that the unidentified girl was in the China Basin area of San Fran near the 3rd and 4th piers at Fisherman's Wharf. It had not been confirmed that the girl was her. Other evidence suggests she may be living in the southwest part of the United States, specifically New Mexico. She may be in the company of a street woman named Teresa. So, young lady, if you are indeed in New Mexico hanging out with a friend, go call your mum, because your mum misses you and she's freaking out. All right. We're in your old farm. TJ, so you know about the Casey Anthony case? It never made sense to me. Oh, don't get me fucking started on that. The Anthony, I can't believe that bitch got off. I cannot believe that bitch got off. That's what brings out the Cursey words. Curious is in Southland. Pam is in Northeast Ohio Valley. Autumn. Oh, thank you. Bum is or was a brand name. It was popular in the early 2000s. Thank you, because I was thinking, what the hell is a bum sweatshirt? 6 cents, Amelia, you're in Kansas. No, sorry, read that wrong. You know what it is? It's that thing. It's the same thing. Dev is in Kansas. Amelia is in Hawke's Bay. Pam, 45 minutes southwest of Pittsburgh on Ohio side of Ohio River. Mullet is in Florida. Autumn is from West Canada. Tyler, Texas for Denise. From all around the world. I know. I think it's so amazing that with the internet you can talk to people all around the world. It's amazing. And I think I found a time that fits everybody, that people from around the world and people, Kiwis, can come in as well. Yeah. Isn't that awesome? It really is. There was a lot of destruction. Where did she disappear from? Deming, New Mexico. Aliens again? Well, they could, but they must have taken the bike with them as well, because the bike hasn't been found. Casey Anthony, I feel the same way. They had last death to rights more than once. Almost as bad as Carla Homewicke for me. I try not to swear because her case pisses me off. Yeah, that's a horrible case. And she's out, isn't she? Darn Canadian justice system. I think our justice system is flawed too. Life doesn't mean life in New Zealand, that's for sure. Life means maybe 10 years. It's pretty stupid. Come join us at Red Bull Coffee and Crime. I'll write that down. Red Bull Coffee and Crime. Okay. Ooh. TJ, newest channel, Lexi and Garnet, would love to have as a panel guest. I'll definitely look into it. Thanks, Amelia. That's cool. Water is expensive? Really? I don't know what you're talking about. All right. It's nearly to the 2-hour mark. So how about we go to, just let me sort it out. Aha, the wheel of names. So like I said, I've put all 50 states of US in. I've put in South Africa. God, what else did I put in? Australia. Canada. I'm pretty sure I put Canada in, although I can't quite see it there, but I'm pretty sure I did. Yes, I did. Is there any other places that you think we should put in there? He can get out in 34 years now, but he got life. My nephew got 28 plus 3 years mandatory. He took a plea. He could have got the death penalty. Just means he spends the rest of his life on paper. What is the wheel for? Well, I'm glad you asked, Amelia, because we're going to spin the wheel and it's going to land on a name of a place. And when I come on tomorrow, we're going to talk about that specific county or state or whatever it tells us. And gives you guys some homework to do, because you can go and look up some stories from the state that comes up, which we can present tomorrow. So I'm going to push the wheel. Okay, can I get myself off? All right, here we go, guys. We're spinning the wheel. Mexico. I could put Mexico on it. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Ooh. Woo! New Jersey. Okay, I've got Canada on it, I promise. So, New Jersey it is. So, tomorrow I'm going to be back the same time, same place, and we're going to look at some missing persons and unsolved murders in New Jersey. Mullet says it's spring break here, no homework, TJ. Well, I can do it. Then that's fine. Yeah. So, I would love to see you go and look up some stories from New Jersey and do some research myself later on, and see what we find there. I want to thank you all. 2 hours is enough for me. My mouth's all dry and, you know, I'm all fucked out. If you can't make it, you can't. Denise, you'll be here. Excellent, my darling. We go in the same circles, eh, Denise? Yeah, check out Queen's channel too, Queen B, if you're around. I'm on panel there a bit as well. Okay, guys, I love you all. Thanks so much for your support. I couldn't do this without you, and I am really, really humbled by the support that you guys give me. Curious, you'll try. I hope so. Curious, for New Zealanders, I'm going to try and do some late night ones for Kiwis when the rest of the world is sleeping. Have a great fucking night, mullet. Bye, everyone. You guys will rock.